Hola, hi. Most of us who have a problem with becoming visible have parts that really, really feel disempowered. And they kind of can keep us hiding. The interesting part is what really became very clear to me recently again is that it shows up in our body, it shows up in our posture, it shows up how we talk. And so sometimes we might have a really, really difficult conversation that we need to have to move things forward and to have our needs met as well. And for me, that's part of being authentically visible, is to declare your needs and ask for what you really need. Maybe it is that you need to ask for money to develop your business further. But you're not doing it, you're not having that conversation with the person who might be able to help you because your parts that make you believe that you're only vulnerable and weak kind of are taking over. They are doing their great job to protect you. And so it might be, I think we all know that one, that you're procrastinating on this really difficult step or conversation or talk you should be having that might move, not might, but if you are successful, that moves the needle for you a big way. But you're not doing it because all these disempowered parts have taken completely over, and you can't find that, that other part that is actually confident. And so if that happens to you, I suggest that you prepare a little bit. If you have to have such a talk, you could put your video camera on and record yourself and try out and see what you do. What we often do is that we go, when the anxious and disempowered parts somehow, take over, that we play very low status so that we don't cause any trouble. So I show you a little bit just quickly what that means in body language. It might be something like a little bit more hunched, or it might be when you're talking, it's, I wanted to say something, and then you're doing this huge explanation instead of getting to the point, and you might fidget around. So I need to talk to you, and I'm exaggerating now, but I wanted to say something, and it's kind of like that's low status, right? And a more confident status is when when your posture is, when you're sitting up straight, that is already, when you just do that with me for a minute, like sitting like this makes you already feel different to sitting like this. The other thing is, if you teach yourself to cut straight to the point and to stay calm, that also conveys a more equal status to the person you're talking with. So as an example, let's say I really need to ask for money. I could say, I need to talk with you about money. Completely direct. And just to have it as a comparison again. Yes, so I've come to the conclusion that I've been having some troubles, and there's been a lot of stuff going on, and and I'm sure you can pick up the difference, yes? the good news is we actually can practice this a little bit with ourselves. We can engage in some soothing practices beforehand. One of them I've been just shown recently, I love a lot, is this one. You know, and you could be just, while you're doing this, remembering the situation where you succeeded in something, or where you were making yourself visible and it was a good experience, where you did ask for what you needed and you got what you needed, you know, so that your body can a little bit relax, and all those parts that are so, you know, feeling so anxious and disempowered can a little bit breathe out. And then you can try to, you know, if you really need to have that difficult conversation, try to, as I've said, record yourself so that you can see what you're doing. But mainly it's really important, just if you only remember to sit up straight and to remember to try to not move so much. And thirdly, to get to the point, as uncomfortable as that might be. But this is those things that are teaching your body to be feeling more empowered. And I think, you know, all these things, when we talk about hiding and feeling disempowered, they manifest themselves in the body. So we can also teach the body to feel different by having different postures. And I think, so to capture all of this, I think it's really important to soothe yourself, like I said, like this one, for example, to reassure all these parts that it's gonna be okay and that you are in charge now, the adult you, and to come from a place of calmness with a good posture, and then just try to do your best. And of course this is difficult, but you know, you will feel so good about yourself when you've done it, no matter what the result of it was, but that you've done it, you became visible with a need of yours, you did do that difficult talk, or you went to the gallery and asked whether they could do a show with your artwork, and you came from a place that felt empowered instead of being run by all these parts that feel so anxious and disempowered. So they will be still there, but it's just having them soothed enough that we can come from this place that's a little bit more empowered. And I think we can do this. So that was me for today. This is Anja Kersten. I work with hiding artists and creative entrepreneurs. Have a good day or evening. Bye-bye.